Okay, all good. Okay, let's do it. Alrighty, what's up? What's up? Another week, another stream. Today we're doing the usual, watching a couple of videos, and then we're going to be playing some Bloodborne. Hopefully I can get the weapon I want today, so then we can finish the DLC hopefully this week. I don't want it to drag on for too long because I have other games I want to play in the meantime. And I have some banging videos today. Found a really weird channel. Mostly comedy stuff. We might watch some horror videos at the end and then go into Bloodborne, you know, ease our way into the horror. But yeah, let's see where it takes us. So I have some videos prepared here from this channel, iwonderTV. Kind of weird content. Sounds like an epic plan. Yes, it is an epic plan, I would hope. Also, I'm gonna need you guys to help me with the audio levels again, because I don't want to be drowned out by the video, but I also don't want the video to be too soft. Let me just turn off the music for now. Very epic. So we got a first video here from iwonderTV, golf ball tricks juggling golf ball for only a minute. Let's check it out. Oh, I should probably click hole as well. Click hole is hilarious. All right, let's go.
15 shots. That's all we need to fix your slice. We're totally serious. Regularly slicing the ball can really take the fun out of the game. It's
I hope the video is not too loud, yeah?
The routine with the golf club is one of the most challenging routines I have ever worked on. Here's the thing. Each time I catch the ball on the face of the club, I have to be 100% accurate. If I'm not, the ball is gone. So here it is with 2 balls.
Sweet. Oh. Okay.
I'm the only person in the world to bounce 3 balls off of 1 golf club face.
Yeah, I am drinking from a thermos, by the way. It can keep things hot, but it can also keep things cold.
Hey guys, Billy Matsumoto here, aka
This guy can balance anything on his face.
Mega Face, and I can balance
Mega
anything
Face.
on the face.
Right, dude.
You know what they say, 2 heads are better than 1.
Wait, is that legit? Did Mr. Beast have a lot of, like, ad scams? Using his face? Honey. Yeah. Okay, dude. Is that it? Oh, yeah.
So from this video, you'll see there are all kinds of things that I can balance on my face, from the small up to the insanely big. Should we do it? Do you think I can?
Really, dude?
Right next to somebody's car.
I was gotta take some upper body
And
strength
there's a
to lift
range
it up
of
like that.
emotions that you feel doing something like that. In particular, when you have something huge and you're trying to balance it on your face,
Next
you
to a
get
car,
past
dude.
the point of no return. So if it starts falling, there's nothing you can do to stop it. As soon as you lift that up past this point, if that thing starts leaning, there's
Hey,
no
what do you
way
reckon he
can
says
stop
when he
it.
goes to a
So
job
you have to be
interview?
Really confident.
Do you have any
have to be
talents?
Really sure. And you got to make sure you have it lined up just perfect, or else everything could go wrong. Oh yeah! Not only can I balance a ladder on my face, I can balance a ladder with
I'm eating sliced
chairs stacked
strawberries.
on top. All right, we did something crazy with the ladder, but for this channel, we got to up the ante. So, even though it's windy, we're gonna try it with 2 chairs. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be cool either way. So here we go.
Right, 2 chairs. Oh. I was like, where's the chairs? I reckon he's able to do this only because he has a beard.
That was scary.
See, I'm beardless.
Tricky thing with
I can
the
never do
small
this.
ones, you know, you got to move so fast because you got to get underneath it.
The beard provides
with
some
a
sort of
big
like cushion
ladder,
and balancing.
That you see, it moves so slow. But once you get once it's under about like 8 inches, it's just insanely hard to balance.
Well, there goes my beard theory.
Got it. The largest thing I ever balanced on my face was a 16-foot tall aluminum ladder. I found it in a dirty storage closet at a school. And what am I going to do?
The largest thing he's ever
Obviously,
balanced.
try and balance
It's a
it on my
16-foot
face.
man
I'm always looking for the next challenge,
on his
and
face.
that was quite a challenge.
I don't know why that's the first thing I thought of.
I actually have a world record for catching a raw egg from the highest height, which was 60 feet.
All right, we're going to 60 feet.
Being a juggler gives you soft hands so you can accept it without breaking it.
60 feet, baby!
Okay, so
2 for 2.
It was actually in high school when I learned the craft of juggling and balancing stuff on my face. And honestly, when I got
So how do you
started,
sell
I had
this
no
talent?
idea where it would take me. But
You gotta
I've
monetize
been
it
all
somehow.
over the world. I've got to perform in front of hundreds of thousands of people, and I'm just incredibly grateful that I was given this ability and this opportunity to do something so silly and entertain so many people. And I'm growing all my social media, and it's all Billy Matsumoto. If you want to follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, it's all Billy Matsumoto, so check it out. There'll be links down below.
is he still relevant? Let's have a look. His YouTube's dead. I'll check. I don't want to open Instagram.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the Wizard of Odd TV.
Last year, I was hired to drive a pair of pugs from Broome to Newcastle. The company was better than expected.
This is not juggling. This is called misdirection.
All right, you guys, this is my buddy Billy. He is known as Megaface. He can
Oh, it's the same guy.
Anything on his face. You ready?
Card throwing trick shots with Rick Smith Jr.
I guess.
All right. So he's gonna balance a piece of celery on his face. I'm gonna take a card. I'm gonna slice it in half.
Oh, that's shady as hell, dude.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Rick Smith Jr. I'm a 3-time Guinness World Record card throwing magician. Make sure you guys check this out. There we go. Paper playing card. Watch your banana. There it is.
Yikes. Talk about paper cut.
Right there, over the ping pong table. Are you nervous?
Not at all.
You should be. There we go.
Ugh, you imagine the feeling of a card piercing into your arm? Ugh.
1, 2.
How is he
That's
throwing it with that much
how you do
force?
that. Guinness World Records has named me the world's most accurate card thrower.
Also, Guinness World Record
I'm
is
so
a giant
accurate
scam.
that I could actually take an object and hit it while someone holds it within their hands.
I'm so nervous right now.
All right, you guys, this is very dangerous.
Oh,
Do
man.
not try this at home.
Imagine if it hits his fingertips, that's where all the nerve endings are.
Just get a friend like Billy, he'll do it. No, I'm just
Yikes.
kidding. Billy Matsumoto's gonna hold the mushroom. I'm gonna throw the playing card. Now, if I can hit this mushroom, you guys have to like this video, follow me, Rick Smith Jr. on YouTube, subscribe to the Wizard of Odd, and don't forget Billy Matsumoto. Here we go. Check it out, Billy. You ready?
I guess.
Whoa! Some people believe that these cards are made out of plastic, but really, you guys, these cards are made out of paper. Check them out. Paper playing cards. What Eric's gonna do, just to prove how dangerous a paper playing card can be, he's gonna hold a carrot. I'm gonna use a paper card, throw it, and try to cut the carrot in half.
My God, look, it's like...
Hold it right
Imagine you're being held at a gunpoint and you have Rick Smith Jr. here,
Paper playing
breaks
card.
out a deck of cards. Don't worry,
There we
boys,
go.
I got this.
Ready?
Slices the guns in half
Watch
with
it.
his cards. Oh.
Woo! And
The person at gunpoint, you know, holds a gun up at everyone and just slices their finger off with a card.
The skin of a watermelon. We're gonna show you guys at home how easy it is to
This man's
put
more
the
dangerous than a
card
pack of
into
cards
the
than a
melon.
gun.
So I'm gonna set the melon up right here. Mr. Scott Jones is gonna take one of the standard playing cards from DeVoe, the Chrome Kings. Take that card and just push it into the melon. Like literally, just push it in. Like stick it in. Just show everybody how. at
Use the
home
card to
how
stop a
easy
hammer
that
like
actually is.
Kaiba.
No,
Yu-Gi-Oh?
just push it in. Super easy.
Wait, I gotta, there's gotta be a clip of that. Hold on.
So tell people at home.
Hold on, I gotta see that clip again. Kaiba card gun. Stream suspended on YouTube. Really? Please don't tell me it got content ID'd. It got content ID'd. Just now when I opened this video.
On your feet.
That's so annoying. You know what? I'm gonna check my Twitch if it's still going. Okay, so Dlive's still going. Twitch is still going. ID at the carrot. Is it because of the music? Are you serious? Wait, I'm gonna double check. Sorry guys, this is really annoying. Yeah, I just checked Twitch. It seems to be alright. I think it's just YouTube. Oh, it's back up now? Why is it doing this? This is so weird. It says I violated policy or something. I don't know what I did. Why is it doing this? This is so weird. Oh, sorry. Echo. Is there something wrong with these videos or something? We'll finish this video, and there's only one more video from this channel. Hopefully YouTube won't. We'll see.
Are these paper playing cards?
They're standard playing.
Standard playing cards. So there's no way that this card can actually go into that melon.
I wouldn't think so.
Like
All right, ready?
what
I'm gonna throw a card
policies am I
90
violating
miles
here?
an hour. I'm gonna stick a card into the melon. You ready? All right, let's do it. You ready?
I accidentally exposed Gambit here. Oh, he missed!
Here we go.
I went no. Oh, he's trying to skin the watermelon.
Here we
huh?
go. There it is. Now make sure you guys go like this video. This is pretty crazy. Not many people can do it. Show us that you can't do it, or show us that you can do this. Post your videos online, send it to us. The card throwing competition, it's something that we're doing online, and see if you can throw a
I'm just
playing card
imagining the
into a
card like piercing
If
skin.
you guys want to see what's next, make sure you guys
Yikes.
check out my YouTube channel. The link is below. If you guys would like to get some card throwing cards, some Banshees, some Chrome Kings, bicycle playing cards, there's also going to be a link for that
Bicycle.
as well. I hope
Nice.
you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much to the Wizard of Odd for
Is his channel still active? 1 month ago. Oh, 3 days ago. I'm gonna give him a sub. Hell yeah, dude. Why is it doing that? Okay, I'm gonna skip the next iwonderTV video. I'm just gonna go straight to Internet Historian. I'm gonna keep checking YouTube until it goes back up, and then we'll start the next section, next portion of the stream. Like, tell me what I'm violating here, YouTube, because I have no idea. I honestly have no idea what quote-unquote policies I'm violating. It's probably the music, huh? It'd be nice if YouTube had like an option to just like mute that part or something. Or at least mute it in the VOD or something, because that's ridiculous. Well, we all know this VOD's gonna get claimed. The entire VOD, probably like 5 hours. Hold up, I'm gonna double check again. This is so damn annoying. I'm gonna double check again. Okay, it should be back up. I'm gonna skip the next video then. What a shame. What a shame. I thought these would be fun videos to watch, but I guess I can't. Should I? Like, maybe I'll quickly like restart the stream before we play Bloodborne. Alright, I'm gonna skip the next one because I don't know, I don't want to tiptoe around YouTube's stupid vague policies. Yeah, tell me about it. Alright, we're gonna start another video from an internet historian. I mean, I'm sure you guys know Internet Historian. Oh yeah, so
Where are we?
the failure of Rainfurrest.
Yep.
In September 2015, a group of furries came together with a brilliant idea. Rainfurrest, a convention for and by furries. This is their story.
I'm just bringing in all the dirty laundry here, so you guys.
I just want to hear what Internet Historian has to say about this.
Video, Mr.
Rainforest is the reverse of DashCon. Where DashCon was a disaster caused by its organizers, Rainforest was a disaster caused by its attendees.
I am absolutely sure there is no truth to the rumor that Rainfurrest is under an evil curse. And with that, it is my pleasure to officially declare Rainfurrest 2015 open.
It all started with a talent contest. That went okay.
Oh my god. I really hope this part doesn't get claimed, dude. I'm just gonna talk over it a bit.
As the night went on, some started to get absolutely trashed.
The music policy is so like dodgy, dude. Oh my god. I was gonna go out and say it. I'm not into
destruction had
furry
begun.
stuff.
Somebody had deliberately loosened the bolt on one of these toilets, so that when the next person flushed, water flooded everywhere, 2.5 inches deep. An emergency plumber was quickly on the scene, but the damage was already done. Water had leaked through the floor and onto the basement servers below. Meanwhile, staff and security are threatening to throw out some of the guests. They had disabled the fire alarm so they could hotbox their room.
Oh my.
What's hotboxing?
Obviously, there are reasons not to do that. Down at the hot tub, someone took all of these towels and threw them into the spa, but not before rolling up towels and stuffing them directly into the pump, causing thousands of dollars in damage.
Why? What's wrong with you?
And they stepped it up a notch from DashCon, from going number 1 in the ball pit to going number 2 in the swimming pool.
Ah! I'm eating, dude!
Back at the bathroom, there were rumors that someone had drilled a glory hole into one of the stalls, although this wasn't confirmed. But what was confirmed was a haul of over 2,000 nitrous oxide canisters, just laying around in rooms and hallways. But that was just the start of the drug problem. First, a couple of guys overindulge in mushrooms and need an ambulance. Then a staff member gets arrested for sexual assault. Then someone else is arrested for regular assault.
Wait, are these fairies like going to these conventions packing?
And on the other side of the car park,
with
two more
mischievous,
people are
you
being
know,
arrested.
items
One
instead of
for
guns?
possession, and the other for dealing.
Drugs was the major problem.
Meanwhile, you have these guys roaming the halls. They call it crinkling, after the noise it makes when they walk around. And yes,
What?
some of these diapers are full.
Oh!
Guests weren't too pleased. Later on, they're just throwing food and diapers in the gardens and stairwells. They were behaving like animals?
You wonder why people think they're degenerates. I'm sure not all of them are, but like...
Elevator buttons, you really don't have to use your foot. Just thumb
A few hours later.
Put your pants on and stop.
What on earth is wrong with you?
But that wasn't the end of it.
There was an incident with diapers being found on people's cars.
The hotel was left in ruins.
Even worse than animals, dude. At least my pets are potty trained.
The Hilton submitted a letter listing all of the reasons Rainfurrest would not be allowed at their venue from now on. The hotel damage was more than all of the other cons combined that year.
Yikes!
But it wasn't just the damages. Rainfurrest was insured and had over 150 grand in the bank to pay for it all. Rainfurrest was just so toxic that they said, "No thank you, take your money elsewhere." But that left them with a rather large problem, because big hotel chains talk. Hilton talks to Sheraton, talks to Marriott, talks to Holiday Inn, talks to Hyatt, talks to Best Western, but there's more. Someone was sending detailed letters to nearby venues, warning them why they shouldn't host the next Rainfurrest. Soon, there isn't one hotel in Seattle that has a convention center willing to host them.
No other hotel
Yeah, serves you right, you
side of the state
degenerate.
wanted to take us from Seattle to Bellingham.
Maybe not you, this
What's
guy talking,
interesting is that the organizers knew
you know,
who was
personally,
sending
but
the
like
letters.
the astounding number of people doing that. Yikes!
And you're pretty much the only person who could have known that. Yeah, in my heart of hearts, I know who it is. Lean's motive and opportunity around, and it pisses me off.
In case you missed that, what he's saying is whoever sent the letters was the same person who was putting diapers on these cars. Running low on options, they started to look further outside of the city. They managed to find a venue in Spokane that was willing to give them a shot. But by February, none of that mattered. The diaper-wearing saboteur had sent out another letter, and Spokane backed out. So Rainfurrest 2016 was cancelled. And that's the story of Rainfurrest. So far. Unlike DashCon, Rainfurrest is coming back. And Rainfurrest 2017
Right, DashCon came back?
Bigger and better than ever.
RF 2017, they're bringing it back. They're bringing it back.
Are you guys gonna take a dump on people's cars now?
Oh, so many memories. So many memories.
Oops, never mind. As I was editing this, this happened. So it's cancelled forever. Bye. One last thing. A couple months ago, I made a video called Balloon Boy, The Untold Story. Soon after, Richard Heaney got in touch.
Here it is, alright?
For a follow-up to this story, check out my second channel, Incognito Mode.
Check it out, guys. He's an historian, makes fantastic meme-edited videos.
What if it's still in our world?
covering really obscure topics that not many people will think about.
He'd want to attach
Oh,
himself to someone.
no. I gotta be careful with the ads, because last time I got claimed because of the ads. The failure of Fyre Festival. I remember this. Yeah, last time, because I left the ads playing, because I wanted to, like, you know, watch the ads for the creators and whatnot. I actually got claimed by the ads, the music used within the ads. So like, I'm just gonna skip ads now. I'm not gonna use ad block or anything, but like, as soon as the ad plays, I'm gonna try and skip it.
Hi there. You're probably wondering how I got this tan. Well, let me tell you the story. It begins with a man by the name of Billy McFarland. Billy was a good baller. At 22, he had dreams of becoming a super wealthy entrepreneur, dropping out of college to start a business called Magnesis. Over the years, he managed to network with some powerful people. One of them was Ja Rule. Translated from German, I believe it means, yes, rule. Over drinks, he pitched an idea. Here's an accurate recreation of that event.
Mr. Rule,
he said,
I have a brilliant idea.
Like, word, like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, this nigga too wild, fucking dead.
Precisely. Great minds think alike. It will be 2 weeks of absolute luxury in the Bahamas. Mr. Rule.
Okay,
Promotion
dude.
began in late 2016. Fyre promised beaches, ladies, gourmet food, luxury villas. Hosted on a private island in the Bahamas called Fyre Cay, once owned by Pablo Escobar. VIP tickets up to $250,000. Swimming pigs. Blink 182. Major laser. A steel drum. Welcome to Fyre Festival. The best 2 damn weeks of your life. I bought my ticket immediately.
It fell apart.
The day arrives. About 5,000 people are making their way directly from Miami Airport, and there are huge delays to get to Fyre Cay. Although I shouldn't say Fyre Cay, because it doesn't exist. In the marketing, they referenced this island, which is actually Norman's Cay, run by George Young, not Pablo, by the way. But that doesn't matter because we're not going there either. We're going to Great Exuma. Private island? Forget that. Population? 7,000. In fact, we're basically in the parking lot of a sandals resort. In the end, only about 500 of us make it to the island. The remaining customers' flights are cancelled. You're about to see why. We're hauled onto a school bus and taken to the site, a gravel lot with a bunch of FEMA tents.
Oh no!
Remember those promises of luxurious villas? Pranked ya. Enjoy your stay, and don't forget
Oh
your
my
complimentary
God.
cup of UNICEF rice.
I didn't.
Once there, no one knows whose tent belongs to whom, so staff try getting everyone into a line. Then they abandon that idea and tell everyone it's a free-for-all.
I honestly didn't even realize it was
Expecting
this
a
bad.
party, this guy took all of his drugs on the flight over. He's the only one having any fun.
Yikes.
Everyone else is grumpy because it's been 5 hours and there's no food. In lieu
What?
of food, staff decide to start handing out tons of free tequila. This only exacerbates problems. Once the food does arrive, it's just as delectable as promised though. Gourmet craft single there. A few hours later, bags arrive on a shipping container. It was getting dark and there was no lighting.
So everybody's walking
the
around with
hell?
their cell phones trying to look for their luggage.
Plenty of people had their luggage stolen. But don't worry, if you have any valuables, the festival advertised top-notch security. Here it is. But no one told guests they had to provide their own lock. There are rumors of muggings by the locals.
I heard rumors of feral dogs.
A tent supposedly caught fire. The closest beach has a rampant shark problem. Staff don't have any uniforms or walkie-talkies, so no one knows who's in charge, and the people who are in charge can't talk to each other.
It's supposed to be
Here's
some
the
sort of like
bathroom.
luxury cruise or
Many staff quit
like
after
festival.
only a couple of hours.
But
But a
how
few
does it go
customers
that
were
bad?
willing to just make the most of it and enjoy the music. They had some bad news too. All of the major musical acts pulled out. In fact,
Yikes!
Major Lazer wasn't even confirmed to go in the first place. The event was promoted as cashless, so all people had were these useless Disney bucks on their Fyre band, which meant they couldn't buy anything or catch a cab if they were stranded.
Oh my God.
And even with only 500 people, there are
So
too
they
few
told people to go to
tents
this festival
beds,
and not bring any
so
money.
everyone is just stealing each other's. And for any of you thinking you could just escape to the sandals, bad luck. It's peak season and they are absolutely full. People are reaching out to the embassy for help. After a few hours, most people chose to go back to the airport, and the rest were forced back home when the Bahamian government stepped in.
Oh
The festival was closed.
Yikes, dude.
But the exodus from the island made its own problems. Guests spent hours dehydrated and hung over and
Wait, they were supposed to stay here for like 2 weeks?
Why staff locked the door isn't entirely known. But one girl fainted before they were finally reopened. Everyone gets home, and that was the end of it.
They're gonna sue the piss out of that guy.
I was rescuing someone, helping them out, and I got lost in the woods. Anyway, back at home, the shitstorm on social media was just rampant.
Because I remember this was being promoted all over like Twitter and Instagram.
And it started documenting everything that went wrong at the event. People were circulating a fake tweet by Jar that the whole thing was a social experiment. Some wholesome festival memes there. And it quickly turned into a marketing case study of what not to do. In response, Fyre started serving cease and desist letters to stop people from saying mean things about them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that will
released
work.
An official statement online, both apologizing and saying that it's not his fault. Interestingly, he wasn't even on the island at the time. He was giving a concert in Chicago. Although, to their credit, they offer everyone a full refund. Or you could always let it ride and opt in for tickets to 2018's Fyre Festival.
And a VIP ticket to next year's Fyre Festival.
Yeah, no thanks. After this shitstorm, no.
Meanwhile, Billy is on full damage control. He claims that a storm came in the night before and changed all of the marketing into lies.
We got to a point that we were very excited about on Wednesday night.
I know, right? These idiots, like,
and we got hit by a big
they're
storm.
utilizing legal means without knowing the legal
weren't
repercussions.
enough. A few days later, and the first lawsuit was served.
Attorney Ben Misalis doesn't think it's funny. He's filed a $100 million class action lawsuit against the organizers.
Then another suit. Then 7 more. Then the feds got involved, claiming Billy had committed wire fraud. Serious charges with serious prison time.
A single act of wire fraud can result in fines of up to 20 years in prison. However, a wire fraud scheme affects financial institutions always connected to a presidentially declared disaster or emergency. Potential penalties are a fine of up to $1 million and up to 30 years in prison. Okay, dude.
More on that.
Was it worth it?
But first,
right now, let's go into the history of Fyre Festival. The marketing was clever. To get the word out, they got in touch with about 400 influencers.
Okay, so I saw these ads back when it was like the big thing while I was promoting. It's literally targeted to quote-unquote social influencers and like popular, I guess back then would be Viners? These days would be TikTokers, whatever. But like those were literally the only people who would ever think this is a good idea and have like so much money to throw around. So stupid. And obviously, okay, I don't want to put people down here, but like, I don't know. Maybe they're just really gullible, and they want to live the clout chasing life. You know, I was at Fyre Festival. You know, it was like luxury and whatnot. That's just stupid, man. That was risking well-being of 500 people. Yeah. And I don't. Do you people not like even research anything before you like dump all your money into this quote unquote 2-week luxury festival? Because apparently, according to internet historian here, the island doesn't even exist.
Instagram celebrities, and they offered them
Instagram celebrities, dude,
to promote the event. They even managed to get Kendall Jenner to post about it. Rumor has it she was.
Whoa, music.
So how did it go so wrong? Let's start with the money. During the planning process, a consultant came in and said the festival would cost $50 million and require another year of organization.
It's a case of we're gonna use the money that you guys spend on us to then fund the festival instead of like taking a loan out and repaying it or something.
Expenses way back. Remember those luxury villas? They were going to cost $10 million alone, so they scrapped them. Now everyone gets a tent.
A relief tent.
Deposits
Yikes.
for the bands? Nope. Food, infrastructure, staff, all were cut back. But, you may ask, how did they have so little cash if they sold out?
They pocketed it.
Price. It was way too low. Now wait a minute. Up to $250,000 a ticket is too low. In fact, on social media, People were so merciless and unsympathetic towards the guests because they thought it was a bunch of rich kids paying for tickets with a starting price of $12,000. And you can thank fake news for that assumption. You see that number repeated
Yeah, that's what I
everywhere.
thought too. Bunch of rich
Actually,
kids.
very few were paying even close to that amount. The standard price was around $1,200. Which, if you think about 2 weeks in the Bahamas
that's,
with practically all of your expenses taken care of, that's pretty bloody good.
Yeah,
In fact,
that is pretty good.
Some tickets were as low as $500.
6 months ago, got together and got the early bird special for
Okay,
about
if it's for 2
$5.
weeks, yeah,
And this
okay,
covered
fair enough.
Food,
Fair enough.
transportation, ticket, and somewhere to sleep.
So this is a giant
How on
scam then.
earth were they going to break even with that? They weren't. And on the flip side, there's no proof whatsoever that anyone purchased a $250,000 ticket. So basically, they're stuffed. Billy has to start taking tough short-term loans just to keep afloat. Which, by the way, is why they did the Fyre bans. It was to raise cash. It's reported that up to $2 million
They should
in
have already
$5
had all
in
this
currency was spent in the
planned
lead up
out
to the
and
event.
taken care of before
But
starting
this
to
wasn't
charge
even close
customers.
to enough.
So then they can, you know, calculate and
Broke and
how much
only
money
a
they
few
actually need
weeks
to
away, the more
get to
experienced
proceed with the
staff
festival.
suggested postponing. But thanks to those short-term loans, he couldn't. So he insisted on going forward. Those staff tried to control the damage by telling celebrities and public figures not to go.
How was the Fyre Festival?
Yikes.
So, Billy and Jar are in some serious trouble. But let's please have one failed festival that has a sequel. Well,
I'm sorry, I need to close this. I'm so paranoid with the music.
Billy is out on $300,000 bail. His assets were frozen as at May 18th. He dropped his expensive attorneys. He's selling his property in New York. He tried to sell Magnesis for $150 grand, but it was cancelled for being fraudulent. Massively in debt and with no hope of paying it
Yikes.
back, Fyre went into involuntary bankruptcy. And that is the end of Fyre Festival. I'll keep you posted about whether Billy is going to jail. So long, Fyre Festival. You were too beautiful for this world. And as for
Man.
me, well.
And what, he dropped out of
It's time to
college
go
to do this? To be an entrepreneur? Maybe he should have stayed in college and learned like how to conduct proper business. Left behind.
Hello, everyone.
1 second, guys. I gotta be right back. Real quick. I'll be as fast as anything, like a Sonic. I'll be right back. I'm back. Your Sonic is pretty slow. I'm as fast as a overweight Sonic. I went to grab some snacks. Alright, leave me alone. Okay, so now we are up to no, not up to, there's not progress. I have some daily dose videos lined up. A few. Okay, maybe too much. We might skip some. Because we always gotta check on our boy Daily Dose. He makes good videos, you know, fantastic videos. Make sure you sub if you haven't already.
Hello everyone, this is your
Daily Dose of Internet.
Here's a time lapse of the physical healing process.
Okay, if you're eating, I'm sorry. Oh, I'll turn off the video. My bad. But it's pretty amazing though. But if you're eating, I'm sorry.
This squirrel wanted to bury his nuts in this girl's hair.
And that's like the Ice Age squirrel, isn't it? Why do they bury the nuts? Don't they eat it? Oh, speaking of nuts, I have some nuts here. Roasted peanuts. Oh man. I can never do that. Yikes. So scary.
This person thought turning on their computer was too boring, so they made it a little more interesting.
Is it? Sorry, I'll turn it down a bit.
El logo del BMB.
But why? I mean, it's cool, but why? It's so tedious. Ooh!
You can physically see blood pulsing through the body of this microscopic worm.
Yeah, bailing out then was probably a wise move, dude. Imagine like landing with your crotch on the chair. It's rough. Oh, sorry, my chair is really garbage. Ow. I just kicked my desk. I'm sorry. Sorry. Ow, that hurt.
These kids made some glow stick costumes when something a little awkward happened.
Okay. Yikes.
This is a spotted-tailed quoll. It might look like a rodent, but it's actually a marsupial, and it loves to eat small animals like birds.
Oh, but they look so cute. They get eat like veggies. Yikes.
Here's a new smart way to go longboarding up a hill.
I know I said it last time already, but I really want a longboard.
That's the end of this video. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon.
Later.
I once got hired to pick up 3,000 crickets and deliver them to someone's pet salamander. I still don't know what a salamander is.
Salamander.
Hello everyone, this is
your Daily Dose of Internet.
This guy got a gallon of milk and opened it a few days after it expired to see what would happen.
Alright, spoiled milk explosion in 3, 2. 3, 2. 2.
Wait, it only exploded because he had rubber bands around it.
This sea turtle can move its body really quickly.
Damn.
This dog wants this tree branch really, really badly.
Yeah, help him out.
This cat will sometimes walk around the house with a slipper on.
Why? Man, that's gotta be so annoying to hear.
This guy did a backflip every 15 minutes from sunrise to sunset and combined it into one video.
Does he also change his shirt every 15 minutes? I mean, yeah, obviously, but like, why?
This girl was dancing in front of her cat, and the cat was kinda confused.
I'm the cat. You ever played Gmod?
Oscar. Hi. Hello.
Here's some really bouncy sheep.
So cute.
Here's a graph showing the most popular American television shows from the past 10 years.
Oh, Big Bang Theory. What a trash show. I don't care if you like Big Bang Theory. It's a garbage show. Look at the Walking Dead drop. Yikes. Ah, fair enough though. You're right there? Ah, stop motion Andy. Ah, looping stop motion Andy.
That's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
But why?
The pleasure's all mine.
Hello everyone, this is your
Daily Dose of Internet.
This friendly seal swam up to this diver to get some pets.
Oh, that's so cute. They're kind of like water dogs, aren't they? God, my hair's a mess.
This is lycopodium powder, which is made from the spores of plants. This powder is so hydrophobic that this person can stick their hand into water and still be completely dry.
Now check out what happens when I stick my hand into the lycopodium spores. Into the water.
It looks battered.
And my hand still comes out dry.
It looks like he deep fried his hand.
If you want to be a professional rock climber, you have to be able to pull off a move like this.
Really? Is that a requirement? I mean, it's very impressive. Jeez.
Just skids over.
Wow!
Post by 9 times.
This is how we spend our evenings together.
The leg of this giraffe got tangled up with another giraffe.
Hey, get a pic, nice pic. Huh?
Are you getting pictures?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, dude. Show off.
A photographer filmed a seal rocking itself back and forth.
Why? I mean, why is the seal doing it? Why not? Why the photographer? Oh man, I kind of want to just like slap it. Not hard or anything. Just want to like, I don't know. Belly tap.
Have you ever seen someone unwrap a burger using an umbrella?
What? That's obviously a Macca's burger, McDonald's, considering how well it's glued together. All that plastic cheese, you know?
Whoever trimmed the branches on these trees should probably get a raise.
Well, what about him? Oh. Oh, yikes, yeah. But is it only from that angle? Well, leave the cow alone.
That's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very soon.
Later. Wait, Max Mango? Really? I gotta try that.
New Pepsi Max Mango.
I love mango.
No sugar.
Hell yeah, dude.
You too can get that winning feeling because the Monopoly game at Macca's is making
Macca's, that's what Australians call McDonald's.
Instantly, with $532 million worth of prizes to be won. Peel, play and win at Macca's today.
Is that a World of
Hello,
Warcraft
everyone,
PC
this is
set?
your daily dose of internet. This guy was revving the engine of his Lamborghini to show off when it suddenly caught on fire.
Yo. Hey! Oh, Dubai.
He had to leave the vehicle as his entire car was engulfed in flames within seconds.
Yeah, I don't want to say deserved because I'm pretty sure in Dubai everyone's like filthy rich anyways. But like, yikes. Wait, did we watch this already?
How you doing?
These girls were about to film themselves dancing when the mail lady showed up.
They weren't gonna film themselves dancing. It was gonna be a TikTok or a Vine. I prefer the mail lady. Ooh.
These people are acting like they've never seen two dogs go for a ride together.
Is that what are you looking at? Whoa. Damn, that's cool.
Here's a little tiny baby
Ooh.
squid going for a walk.
So cute. You got a little thing here? It's just up here. Oh, it's so small. I didn't realize how small it was.
This landscape in Spain looks like the surface of Mars.
It just looks like the outback down here in Australia.
Here's a time lapse showing how much the city of Dubai changed from 1984 to 2018.
Yeah, it became like a really, really rich resort place. Look, they built like an artificial island and whatnot. See, that's supposed to look like the map of the world, and the other one's a palm tree. It's artificial islands, dude. Although I heard if you go anywhere outside of Dubai, like the touristy areas, it's like a hellscape.
Here's a tortoise munching on a cactus.
Really? I mean, not really, but they eat cactus? Sounds crunchy.
That's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very soon.
Later.
Later.
Go out of your way to delight her with Fancy Feast. Love is in the details.
Nescafe Blend 43, the perfect blend of bold and smooth.
Hello everyone, this is your
daily dose of internet.
This octopus used its skin to make it look like a giant ball to scare away predators.
Do you think it's doing this for like kind of
A little wider video?
making us think he's so big and
He's
threatening
coming
to
towards us.
just gently back off a bit?
He wants us to know that he's too big to slurp.
Damn.
It's like a parachute.
Oh,
Look at
cool.
We can. No, that's actually really cool. Oh my god, you. I was gonna be like, what are you doing? Oh!
This child tried to climb on the shelf when a robot came to save the day.
Dude, kids are so dumb. I don't like kids. And if you're a parent, keep your eyes on the kid.
This is called an umbrella bird. What makes this bird so interesting is that it has a long, inflatable waddle that is used to amplify their calls.
It sounds like a silenced SMG. Do it again. Ah.
This dog got really frustrated when playing a game of Connect 4.
Can I even see the yellow and the red? Aren't dogs colorblind? Gamer
A few
rage.
days ago, a massive asteroid about 1.5 miles wide came very close to Earth. The nearest it got to Earth was about 3.9 million miles away, but when it comes to space, that's really close.
If an asteroid like that hit the Earth, that'd be the end for us,
Can I
wouldn't
get a few words?
This is what's actually happening when you're struggling to put your charger
Hey,
in the outlet.
Relatable. See, there's nothing there. Why can't I plug it in?
These guys found some interesting sand while walking on the beach.
Yo, that's wrong.
Ooh. Oh, actually, down here in Australia, particularly Victoria, there's this place called Wilson's Prom. They have squeaky sand. Wilson's Promontory.
This person invented
It's a
a
national
machine
park
that can pet a
area,
dog.
I think. They have this like weird sand that when you walk on, it makes like squeaky noises.
That's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you
Super
guys
weird.
again very, very soon. Later.
Water, electrolytes, B vitamins, no sugar. G-Active helps put back in what sweat takes out.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. This is what it's like to walk through an ice cave in Iceland.
Damn. Yo, that was so cool.
You're joking.
Dude, that was so cool. That was mad.
This is a glowing cave of ice, Mike.
Hey, this is a Minecraft cave full of diamonds, RTX on. Oh!
This person was just going about their day when a giant piece of metal crashed through their car.
What? Dude! Like any more force? That would have been that would have been it for him.
Out of this school of fish. This person found something hiding in the sand.
It's a crab. Oh, what? What is that? Worm? Gross. I really want to do this.
People in Italy are not allowed to leave their homes right now, so neighbors are spending time working out together.
That's cute. I need to start working out again. I've been neglecting it. And instead I'm just eating Pringles.
This is the CN Tower in Toronto, Canada, and it creates what appears to be random colors of light on the side of the building. A photographer cracked the code and discovered that if you take a picture of each line and then stitch them together, they create certain images.
Really? Oh, that's cool. It's kind of like a printer or a scanner. So cute.
This person looked out their window on a plane and saw this incredible view of space.
I'm gonna have to say CGI Andy, guys. I don't believe that. I've been on planes plenty of times. I don't believe that. Oh! Any casualties? Oh, there was one casualty.
This massive cloud was spotted rolling through the sky.
Yo. That looks epic. But also, maybe CGI Andy?
There's a really floppy baby penguin.
So cute. Oh my god, that's a fat cat.
That's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Yikes.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back.
So that was it for the daily dose section of our viewing party today. I don't know, maybe I'll just keep watching videos for a bit more. I'm feeling pretty chill because today in Bloodborne we're really just going to be doing chalice dungeons until we get the weapon. So that's also going to be pretty chill. Cathartic day today. So up next we have a couple of videos from Ordinary Sausage, as per usual, as per stream tradition. We have the nuts sausage, mixed nuts. I have some nuts here myself. Let's get into it.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back. I guess to another episode. We got ourselves some mixed nuts today. I don't
These
know how
nuts.
this will turn out. It could be. You know, we've been known to come out with some real surprises on this show.
No, actually, I should I wonder if anyone suggested Pringles sausage. Be interesting.
And besides, it's the Friday show. It's Friday, everyone. It's the Wacky Friday show. You know, so have fun with it.
It is Friday for me.
You know, more
Friday night
sausages. So it's the mixed nuts sausage.
Yay! You put some butter in it. Oh god.
We'll give it a little regrind.
Must I stick it in a blender?
I don't know if that was helpful or not. The texture, it is because there's oil in those nuts. It is a little bit wet. If we squeeze it together, we see that it forms a ball. So
that's good.
I think
that's
there's
good.
enough liquid in there. I live.
Yikes.
It's the big tubes that give you the most trouble. So we're gonna cram it. I hope the cooking releases even more oils because
Kermit.
If not, this is gonna be one of the driest sausages ever.
That's well. How much oil you want?
3,
No.
2, 1.
It's just trolling.
Let's sausage.
I could go for some sausage right now, dude. That looks pretty good.
Pop, pop, pop.
Bop,
You
bop.
know, this is turning out to be a pretty okay looking sausage. So, you know, what did we really accomplish? We put some nuts in you know, some casing. Yeah, I'm gonna, let's buy into it. Almost immediately, I know where we're gonna have problems because this thing is solid. Okay,
Oh, God.
so, you know, it's mixed nut sausage taste test. Here we go. The hubris we had. Surprisingly, it's not the worst sausage on the show. In fact, it's kind of pleasant. This is too much. This
Too
is
much.
egregious.
Too much nuts.
This is an egregious amount to be putting mixed nuts into. If they
2
were
out of 5.
little bite-sized pieces,
2 out of 5.
I
2 or
could
3
see
out of
that
5.
being like some sort of dessert thing. Maybe dip it in chocolate or something. I don't know. There's something here. I don't know what that something is, but this is not a total.
I'm having a hard time stopping myself from shoveling these
The
Pringles.
surprise factor is going to give this a 1 out of 5.
1? Okay.
Instead of a 0 out of 5.
I said 2 because he said it was pretty good. Oh, yikes.
Bop, bop, bop,
Bop, bop.
See, if they're like this, and then you put like a sweet syrup on there or something, and they're like little bite-sized.
That's like
totally
Vietnamese peanut candy. They sort of do the same thing-ish. What was this? Hungry Man Salisbury steak sausage. Oh, Salisbury. Salisbury? Okay.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back.
Hello.
Yes, today we're doing the Hungry Man Salisbury. I've always pronounced it Salisbury steak, but
Yeah, see?
Clearly it's Salisbury.
I call it
it's
Salisbury.
the Hungry Man Salisbury sausage. We'll do a small taste test before we go in the grinder.
I'm pretty trash, but that looks like, you know, that's pretty good.
Certainly not my favorite frozen meal. Green beans are pretty good though, and the mashed potatoes aren't bad either. But the Salisbury steak, I would say, needs a lot of improvement. Oh well.
Did you know that polystyrene is very bad for the environment?
Well, it looks like baby food. I'm sure once it's actually cooked, it may actually look quite
An entire
good.
frozen meal in a sausage. I like the sound of that.
Climbing up on Salisbury Hill, I could see the sausage lights. Grab your things, I've come to bring you sausages. Oh. In 3,
2, 1.
Let's
Sausage! That doesn't look very good.
Oh, I wonder what we could possibly do with this thing.
Blow.
No.
My prediction? 3 out of 5, if not 4 out of 5. That's my prediction.
And so we'll just put them in there. And while we weren't paying attention, this one unspiraled into one long one. So yeah, it's okay. We still have our one solid link here. We got a burst going on.
Oh no!
I'm just gonna let that do its thing, and see what happens. It's amazing. This thing will not stop spilling out. This is a sad moment for this show. It's obvious to me there's no end in sight of this thing just oozing itself out. So let's just get it out of there. You disappoint me in more ways than I could possibly explain. Why didn't you solidify? Alright, this is a sad episode. This should have solidified, and it didn't. Got a wonderful crisp on the skin, but, you know, just look how mushy it is in there. Alright, let's give it a shot. It is unreasonably hot. I'm guessing that's because of all the water from the green beans, and probably why this thing didn't solidify. The green beans gave it too much water. It has a decent taste to it. You know, it's still, ow,
Okay, I think the drippiness is going to drop it down to like 2.
Probably should have run it through the grinder a second time. This is an upsetting episode to me. I'm feeling pretty bummed out about this one. I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. Called it. Because like, what's there go wrong? It's just meat.
There's so many steps in this. It's unbelievable. Let's see, and then we cook it for an additional 4 minutes. Oh, you're supposed to recover this mess? I threw the cover out. This whole thing's going sideways. Hey there.
White Castle sausage. And then up next is one last video from No Sausage.
Folks, welcome back.
I've had sliders maybe like once or twice in my entire life.
I absolutely love White Castle, but you know I don't. There's like one in the entire state of Florida. But so we're gonna.
Oh, you're in Florida.
These up and we're gonna grind them, and we're gonna see. You know, maybe if they're better. And you know how the show is. You know why we're here. So it's the White Castle cheese sliders, cheeseburgers. But first, we got fan mail to open. But this time I came prepared.
Hey, fan mail.
Oh, we got competition. You slept with my wife.
That's cute.
There it is. That's the flavor that we're looking for. There's the onions. Here's the patty.
Right, he's just gonna stuff it down, yeah.
You know, we got.
It's like it's bread in bread, because
I can't see any trace of beef in there. It appears to be mostly bun.
yeah, it's just bread in bread.
Could you just,
my predictions: 2 or 3 out of 5.
No enough. Ain't no sausage wide enough.
I'm gonna say 3 out of 5.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Let's sausage. Of course, the skinny tube not letting us down, making weird-looking sausages. we forgot to poke the holes. Hold on.
It's toast in toast, dude. There's bread in the mix.
As we inspect the sausage, we see over here that it did burst. The sausage should have exploded out. However, for whatever reason, that did not happen. So, we must conclude that White Castle burgers are somehow magic. That looks like a pretty decent sized sausage.
No,
there we have it. We have our sausage.
It looks pretty good.
Without further ado, let's try the
Man, now I feel like some sausage.
White Castle cheeseburger slider sausage.
Cheeseburger sausage.
I am not kidding when I tell you that this is a 5 out of 5 sausage.
5 out of 5.
So good with that crunch of the skin of the sausage. It tastes just like a
cheeseburger?
White Castle. It's incredible. I did not anticipate this score.
Okay, dude, that sounds good.
You know, definitely in the 2s or 0s.
I don't think sliders are a thing here. I've never really come across them.
It's a really good sausage. It's a White Castle cheese slider burger. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Hell yeah, dude.
Bop, bop, bop,
bop, bop. The casings look so gross.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back. I guess carrying on with a tried and true.
Okay, the last one was 5 out of 5. I'm gonna say this is also a 5 out of 5. Filet of fish is pretty scrumptious.
That was the very first episode. Then we did the
whereas some Australians call it fillet o fish.
Now we're gonna go to one of the grosser items. I would have to say that
really?
McDonald's offers, and yeah, there it is.
No, filet o fish is pretty good.
A generous smattering of tartar sauce, followed by just the most rectangular.
Wait, what the hell is that fillet? That looks so bad.
Oh, I broke it. Cementing the fillet of fish to the bun is
the plastic cheese. That's what I was saying before.
Not lit up. Have they been slowly removing how much cheese is included in this?
What is that poor excuse of a burger?
A full thing of American. Yeah, probably. How cheap can you be? How cheap can you
Dude, that's
possibly
garbage.
be? It doesn't appear to be ground up at all. It does appear to be an actual fillet. So the name is accurate. We got a fillet of fish down.
Oh no. Okay, dude.
And for these, we'll just put in the patties. That's got to be enough bread.
Okay, I'm gonna say 3 or 4 out of 5.
Ground up fish and cheese,
Because the quality of that cheese. Come on. Gross.
In 3,
2, 1.
Let's
Sausage. I guess. Yeah, like he's.
I will say that the skinny sausage tube certainly makes some very interesting looking sausages.
Look, intestines.
Will it blow?
Oh, he's gonna make a mess again. Oh.
That blows. And also thank you to Patreon member Pizza for providing us with this professional sausage picker. Let's see.
Pricker.
Yeah, got a good grip. And as you can see, it's also perfectly balanced. But you have been given your final warning.
Wow. Wow.
Right on the glass. Funnel sausage has never let me down. We do the skinny tube, and we do the low and slow, and we do the poking of the holes.
The low and slow is the way to do it, dude.
That is the starch sausage.
That was pretty good. I'm still sticking by my 3 or 4 out of 5.
The smell of fillet of fish is just immense. And we can almost fit it right into the original box. That'll be $39.99. You say, give me that fillet of fish sausage, buddy, and you go, eh? All right, let's give this fillet of fish sausage a shot. Having the extra bun is not helping it out.
Yeah, because there's so much breading.
On its own.
It's already breading in the fillet of fish burger itself, and then the fish itself.
Without the bun, it's not bad. You know, it tastes very fillet of fishy. The tartar sauce stays throughout. Having a little pile of tartar sauce right here to dip into it would make it even better. I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 5.
3 or 4 out of 5. 3 out of 5. There you go.
Bop, 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 bop,
Bop, bop.
Sausages, skinny sausage, I'm awfully fond of you.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so we only have a few. Should we keep going? Should we keep watching videos? I'm feeling pretty chill. Maybe we'll watch. I'm gonna save this LEMMiNO video for another time. But you guys should definitely check out LEMMiNO's channel. He makes fantastic documentary style videos. Do we feel like any creepy stuff tonight? I feel like my Bloodborne weapon farming, chalice farming, is gonna be not that engaging because it's just farming. So maybe we'll watch a bit more videos to make up for the crappy engagement content. Let's watch this LEMMiNO video, and we'll save the rest of these. We have 2 horror videos and 2 food videos, but I guess we'll save it for next time. We just watch this LEMMiNO video, and then we'll start playing Bloodborne.
Just let me know.
Just let me know. Seriously, check his channel out. Extraordinary until proven otherwise.
In early 2007, this silent black and white video was uploaded by a user on a conspiracy and UFO-centric forum called Above Top Secret. The user claimed the video depicted a disc-shaped UFO outmaneuvering a fighter jet somewhere off the coast of Mexico in the mid-2000s. They had supposedly gained access to the video while serving on board a US aircraft carrier and claimed to have smuggled the potentially classified material off the ship. While some members of the forum chose to believe their story, others were not so easily convinced. For instance, the video was hosted on a website belonging to a group of German film students, which led some to denounce the clip as an attempted hoax. Even those who believed it could be genuine still complained that it was a totally uninspiring video of a fuzzy dot.
I mean, the clear UFO sightings
over a decade
in this modern age is almost non-existent.
This long-forgotten video suddenly resurfaced as part of an article by the New York Times. The video was now linked to a secret government-funded program and was even corroborated by a credible eyewitness. What had initially been dismissed as a hoax turned out to be real. The video was said to depict a genuine encounter between US Navy fighter jets and some sort of unidentified craft. A second black and white video of a similar yet completely separate incident was also featured at the beginning of the article, except this one had sound.
Dude, there's a drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
These two videos, along with a third released a few months later, spread across the internet like wildfire. Comment sections and discussion threads were dominated by unrestrained speculation about aliens and paranormal phenomena. The skeptics, meanwhile, took it upon themselves to analyze every pixel in every frame in the hopes of uncovering some neglected clue that could identify these fuzzy blobs. Any lingering doubts about the video's authenticity vanished with the release of an official statement by the Department of Defense confirming that the videos depicted real events involving unidentified aerial phenomena.
Yeah, he said it was a drone.
So, what exactly are we looking at?
It was another drone?
The first video was recorded off the northwestern coast of Mexico in late 2004. The story behind it has been recounted by more than a dozen naval officers, and it goes like this.
Oh, my bad.
In early November of 2004, a naval strike group led by the aircraft carrier the USS Nimitz was conducting pre-deployment exercises about 100 kilometers southwest of San Diego. Starting around the 10th of November, radar technicians aboard a guided missile cruiser, the USS Princeton, were puzzled by a series of unidentified radar tracks near San Clemente Island. The tracks did not resemble any known aircraft and would sporadically appear in groups of 5 to 10 at a time. Suspecting a malfunction of some sort, the recently upgraded Spy-1 radar system was taken offline and recalibrated. Once the system was brought back online, however, the tracks had only become sharper.
Yikes.
Among those on board were Senior Chief Operations Specialist Kevin Day, who was an expert on the Spy-1 radar system and had 18 years worth of experience at the time of the incident. Day observed firsthand how these unknown targets alternated between slightly strange and physics-defying maneuvers. Sometimes a cluster of tracks would appear out of nowhere and slowly drift south. They were flying too high to be birds, too slow to be conventional aircraft, and did not follow any commercial airways. Other times, they would seemingly descend from space and drop all the way down to sea level in mere seconds. These phenomena continued for several days, and every time they reappeared, the crew would run up to the bridge and use a pair of heavily magnified binoculars to see these tiny specks moving erratically in the distance.
But they didn't approach it?
On the morning of November the 14th, the crew on board the USS Nimitz were gearing up for a scheduled air defense exercise. They had not yet been informed of the unusual returns picked up by the Princeton. It was a cloudless day, and the sea was calm as pilots took to the skies. One of them was Lieutenant Colonel Douglas Kurth, who was flying a single-seat FA-18 fighter jet when he was contacted by the Princeton. He was instructed to investigate an unknown target
why are you
approaching
going that
from
way?
the south.
There's
The
nothing
Princeton
over
also
that
wanted
way.
to know if he carried
And then
any
they flew
weapons,
away.
to which the answer
Oh, they
was
some
no.
birds.
Kurth made his way to the specified coordinates, but did not pick up anything on sensors. As he looked down towards the ocean, however, his attention was immediately drawn towards a turbulent patch of water. Kurth claims to have seen a roundish disturbance on the ocean, which appeared as though something was submerged just below the surface. It reminded him of a submarine or ship slowly sinking into the ocean. The Nimitz strike group did include a nuclear-powered submarine named the USS Louisville. The Louisville was in the vicinity when Kurth made his observations, so the churning may indeed have been caused by a submerging submarine. If not, then whatever was in the water managed to evade detection by the Louisville's extremely sensitive sonar. Kurth was soon joined by a squadron of 2 tandem-seated F-18s, the lead aircraft of which was piloted by Commander David Fravor. Much like Kurth, Fravor claims to have seen a disturbance on the ocean, which he described as having a vaguely cross-like shape. He thought it resembled a downed airliner and described its size as much larger than a submarine. While Kurth eventually circled back for the Nimitz, Fravor and his wingman decided to get a closer look. As they began their descent, they noticed a white, capsule-shaped craft moving erratically above the disturbance. At first, they thought it could be a helicopter, but there were no rotor blades. In fact, it was perfectly smooth. No markings, no exhaust, no protrusions of any kind. The UFO appeared to maintain a consistent altitude, but made rapid lateral movements with no visible means of propulsion.
Wait, what?
According to Fravor, it was a bit smaller than an F-18 and resembled a giant mint of Tic Tac.
Oh!
As Fravor continued to descend, his
Exactly what I
wingman
said.
decided to maintain altitude and kept watching from above. Flying in a
But it can't be
spiraling
UFO,
downward motion,
I mean, I
Fravor
truly
was
believe in
getting
aliens.
closer and closer
I do not believe
until
that we are
suddenly
alone in this
the
universe.
UFO
but
realigned its axis and began to climb at an incredible rate of speed.
An alien just
Both of them were now
floating
flying in a circle. The UFO was coming up while the F-18 was going down. In an effort to close the distance between them, Fravor made a final aggressive turn before the UFO rapidly accelerated up to hypersonic speed and disappeared in a matter of seconds. As they looked down towards the ocean, it was now perfectly calm. Okay, but what about the video? Well, so Fravor and his wingman made it back to the Nimitz. They landed and ran into a different flight crew preparing to head back out. They told them what they had seen and to be on the lookout for anything out of the ordinary. Soon thereafter, another tandem-seated F-18 took to the skies. This time, it was outfitted with an advanced targeting forward-looking infrared camera system. This ATFLIR pod is controlled by the weapons systems operator seated behind the pilot, and the backseater of the flight was Lieutenant Chad Underwood. A few minutes after departing the Nimitz, Underwood detected something on his radar. The unknown target was directly ahead, a few tens of kilometers away. The target's behavior was erratic and unpredictable. Its altitude and airspeed were in constant flux. According to Underwood, it simply did not abide by the known laws of physics. At some point, Underwood managed to get a lock on the target with the ATFLIR camera, and this is when the much publicized video was recorded. At the beginning of the video, we see a UFO being tracked in infrared. Underwood then switches to visible light, revealing an out-of-focus rounded mass in the distance. It then switches back to infrared and alternates between 2 different zoom levels on multiple occasions. Not much happens until the very end of the video, when the UFO suddenly disappears off to the left-hand side of the screen.
Okay.
As the target was too far away to be seen with the naked eye, neither Underwood nor his pilot ever made visual contact. The Princeton continued to detect anomalous radar tracks for at least 2 more days, and according to Senior Chief Day, they eventually disappeared near the Mexican island of Guadalupe.
Could it be like light refractions from the ocean surface? Like the sea surface?
In complete isolation, utterly divorced from any and all surrounding context, this video is extraordinarily unremarkable. It's a fuzzy blob against a featureless background. It's only when you place it in the middle of these truly remarkable stories that the video itself becomes remarkable. When skeptics and debunkers claim that this is a distant airplane, I understand why many are so opposed to that explanation, because the witness accounts say otherwise. A distant airplane can't just zip around the sky as if gravity was non-existent. It doesn't make any sense. Unfortunately, we don't see any of those physics-defying maneuvers in the video. In fact, this fuzzy blob does not do much of anything until the very end, when it suddenly disappears off to the left-hand side of the screen.
That could be the
some
pilot
claim
turning
this is
though.
due to a sudden acceleration by the UFO, but it could also be something as simple as the camera losing its target lock. It's difficult to tell.
Yeah, all that.
Underwood himself is uncertain about what happens at the end, as he never made visual contact. The witness accounts, meanwhile, are so extraordinary they are difficult to believe. If any regular person claimed to have seen a tic-tac-shaped UFO moving erratically in the sky, a few would listen. But when that same story is told by some of the most qualified observers on the planet, it makes you wonder. And it wasn't just one or two. These UFOs were either seen or tracked by dozens of experienced aviators and sailors for nearly a week. They were seen from multiple vantage points and tracked by one of the most sophisticated radar systems in the world. To think that all of them are lying or all of them were deceived by some prosaic phenomena seems absurd. At the same time, there is no way to verify what they're saying. We have no choice but to take them at their word. We don't have the radar data, the radio communication logs, nor any corroborating evidence. Well, except for this pixel-deficient footage, I guess. Some of the witnesses claim there was actually a much longer and much higher resolution video than the one we see today. They claim to have seen this video on board the Princeton, and that the shape of the UFO was perfectly clear as it violently maneuvered around the screen. What's interesting about this claim is that when the video was first leaked online back in 2007, the anonymous leaker claimed they had 4 different versions of the video in their possession. 2 of them were said to be shorter, but the 4th was said to be twice as long and supposedly showed more UFO movement.
But for some reason I can't get it to play.
Unfortunately, this extended version has never seen the light of day, and if some of the witnesses are to be believed, it likely never will. You see, on the evening of November the 14th, all the footage and data from these events were supposedly erased. Witnesses claim that 2 men arrived via helicopter who then collected the relevant data before having all the tapes and hard drives wiped clean. Witnesses from both the Nimitz and Princeton recall such a visit and insist that nothing like it had ever happened before. This has understandably led to speculations of some sort of cover-up, that these sightings were that of top-secret military drones or aircraft. While the US military is undoubtedly experimenting with all kinds of cutting-edge technology,
in the middle of the ocean,
it is difficult to believe they possess gravity-defying, hypersonic flying tic-tacs. If so, they would possess technology so far beyond anything known to the public, it would be akin to magic. And this was back in 2004. Don't get me wrong, 2004 was a magical time compared to
current year.
But it was still aggressively 2004.
Flat ball! From a disc to a ball right before your eyes. Catch it, flatten it, and let it fly! Flat ball!
I really don't know what to make of this story. After reading, watching, and listening to so many interviews with people who were there, I'm left with a distinct impression that they're telling the truth. The video, on the other hand, does little to support their claims. Sure, this fuzzy blob may be unidentified, but it's not unexplainable.
It's just a flying tic-tac.
My boss will thank you. The Lawnmower 3.0. Now, everybody online say that this is the best.
I hate those fake reviewer ads, dude. As much as I hate those fake streamer ads.
The second and third videos were recorded off the southeastern coast of the United States in early 2015. While those who recorded the footage have yet to come forward, some of their crewmates and fellow pilots have. And according to them, the story goes like this. In the summer of 2014, a naval strike group led by the aircraft carrier the USS Theodore Roosevelt was conducting pre-deployment exercises somewhere off the coast of Virginia. Much like with the Nimitz encounters, the first sign of trouble came in the form of anomalous radar tracks. Following a fleet-wide upgrade of aircraft radar systems, pilots had begun to pick up unidentified targets while conducting routine training missions. The tracks were initially dismissed as false positives, but their behavior was unlike anything they had seen before. Gravity-defying maneuvers, hypersonic velocities, and other mystifying shenanigans. Attempts to intercept these UFOs were initially unsuccessful. Lieutenant Danny Acoyne claims that on 2 separate occasions he tried but failed to make visual contact. Then one day, a squadron narrowly avoided a mid-air collision with one of these UFOs.
Wow.
The 2 jets had been flying in tandem, no more than a few tens of meters apart, when something flew right in between them. That something was oddly described as a cube encased by a translucent sphere.
What?
Lieutenant Ryan Graves, who spoke to one of the pilots once they had landed, claims the experience had visibly spooked them. So much so, the squadron filed an official safety report. According to Graves, this was far from an isolated incident. These UFOs were allegedly seen by dozens of pilots for several months and could remain airborne for up to 12 hours at a time. Yet, despite growing concerns among the Roosevelt crew, training missions continued as if nothing was amiss. By early 2015, the Roosevelt strike group had made its way down to the coast of Florida, which is when the 2 now famous videos were recorded, both of which are said to be short clips taken from much longer and higher resolution footage. We don't know much about the circumstances as the officers involved have chosen to remain silent, but let's take a look at the first one.
Oh god, I was so tired.
Dude, there's a drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA.
Oh, it isn't a drone.
Oh my gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Dialogue sounds pretty real though.
That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is an LNS, dude. Well, if there's like another thing, it's rotating.
So, there are a few things to unpack in this one. If we ignore the audio for a moment and focus solely on the visuals, the thing that immediately stands out is the apparent rotation of the UFO. I use the word apparent because some debunkers claim that this rotation is an optical illusion. You see, the Atflare pod is equipped with something known as a derotation mechanism. It's meant to counteract the rotation of the camera so that the orientation of the image stays the same, also known as image stabilization. What may not be stabilized, however, are certain artifacts produced by the lens of the camera. You can even try this yourself. Aim a camera towards a light source, rotate the camera, stabilize the footage, and there you go. The orientation of the image is preserved while these spokes of light rotate along with the camera. So much like how the light from this light bulb is producing a lens flare, the infrared radiation from this UFO is said to be producing a lens glare. In other words, the debunkers claim it is the camera and thereby the glare which is rotating, not the UFO itself. While this explanation seems perfectly reasonable to my untrained eyes, things get a bit more confusing once we bring back the audio.
Well, if there's another thing, it's rotating.
If this rotation is merely the result of image stabilization, why would the 2 pilots fail to recognize it as such? Surely they, if anyone, would know what that looks like.
Yeah, it looks too solid to be
both Lieutenant Graves and Acoyne believe it is the UFO which is rotating. Furthermore, an expert on the Atflare system has very plainly stated that this is not an optical illusion. But this is not the only puzzling comment made by the 2 pilots.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. Oh my gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
So the radar is supposedly detecting a whole fleet of UFOs, which are all traveling crosswind. I mean, if what we're looking at is something prosaic, like the blooming exhaust of a jet engine, these comments don't make a whole lot of sense. I would love to hear what these 2 pilots have to say if they ever decide to come forward. Until then, all we can do is speculate.
Man, I don't know why I'm yawning so much now, dude. Is that real or CGI as hell? Nice.
Roger. There's troubleshooting. Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at the fly.
This video may seem very striking at first, but
it looks fake
it is
as hell,
arguably the least interesting of the three. Once again, let's ignore the audio for a moment and focus solely on the visuals. Unlike the previous two, the UFO in this one is colder than its surroundings, so the ocean below is radiating more heat than whatever this is. It may look as though the UFO is traveling at high speed, but this is likely the result of parallax. In short, aircraft go fast, camera fixed on not so fast UFO, UFO appear to go fast. Some say the UFO is near sea level and therefore the parallax explanation doesn't work, but we can actually derive its altitude using the numbers on screen and find that that is not true. Everything seen in this video is consistent with a balloon or some sort of debris floating in the wind.
But it's flying
the commentary
against the
by
wind.
the pilots, however, does once again introduce a bit of confusion. I mean, it seems odd for the pilots to be so excited over something so mundane, but without hearing from the pilots themselves, we can do nothing but speculate.
I break.
Trying out another one?
No, it's the same one. We've got it for 3 months.
We've made changes for those who want a great deal on Binge. Get Binge for 3 months with Telstra.
I was gonna say just get Netflix, but you know what? Screw Netflix.
Space tourism. Colonies on Mars.
Much ado about V2K voice to skull.
The person responsible for making these videos available to the public is a man named Lou Elizondo. Beginning in 2008, Elizondo was the head of a secret government-funded effort to investigate UFO sightings known as the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. By late 2017, however, Elizondo had grown so disillusioned with the government's lack of interest in the program's efforts that he decided to resign. In his resignation letter, Elizondo writes that certain individuals within the government are staunchly opposed to UFO research, that inflexible mindsets and political contention essentially prevented him from doing his job.
But
He
why,
portrays
though?
the government
Like,
as virtually
is it against like a religion or
unconcerned
something? To, like,
about an
look into
issue which
aliens?
he believes could pose a threat to national security. So much so that he felt
Should we
it
be more
necessary
prepared
to
for this?
resign in
For
protest.
the eventual, you know,
This
arrival of
seemingly
aliens?
uncaring attitude was also noted by witnesses of both the Nimitz and Roosevelt encounters. For instance, Lieutenant Ryan Graves recalled how the commander of the Roosevelt strike group seemed completely unfazed by this video. On the day when it was captured, he supposedly looked at it for 5 seconds, then walked away without saying a word. Some of the senior officers on board the Nimitz and Princeton are said to have had an equally muted response.
Yeah.
These
First
are
time seeing a
very
UFO
bizarre reactions to potential airspace incursions. You'd think they'd want to make sure these UFOs are not some kind of threat. The near mid-air collision reported by one of the squadrons from the Roosevelt seems especially concerning.
Yeah, going at those speeds, yikes.
To account for this apparent disinterest, many point to the severe stigma surrounding the topic of UFOs. Regardless of how inaccurate it may be, the term UFO has, for many, become synonymous with aliens and spaceships. So much so, the government now favors the term UAP, specifically to avoid this unwanted association. Whether sightings go unreported or uninvestigated, the argument is that people choose to look the other way because they're concerned about their reputation. No one wants to be seen as a nutcase and potentially lose out on a promotion.
I want to believe.
Others believe there could be something a bit more conniving at play, that no serious action is taken because a highly advanced and top-secret drone program is responsible for the sightings. Even some of the witnesses have entertained that possibility. For instance, Sean Cahill, who was the chief master at arms on board the Princeton,
Sean Cahill
perceived the inaction of senior staff as a clear sign that the UFOs were known military assets. But as previously mentioned, it is difficult to believe such radical innovation could have taken place in absolute secrecy. We're talking about such advanced technology it would barely make sense in a science fiction novel. Vehicles that can exceed the speed of sound without producing any sonic booms. Vehicles that can drop or climb to
That's
virtually
impossible,
any
though.
altitude in a matter of seconds. Vehicles that can
more so
violently
the
change direction of travel
the
as if
fact that it
inertia
was
was a
a
mere
tic-tac.
suggestion. None of that should be possible, yet dozens of trained observers claim they witnessed the impossible. The least uncomfortable solution, therefore, is to simply not believe them. Sure, the witnesses are credible, but they're not incontrovertible. Everything from optical illusions to faulty equipment could be used to cast doubt on their extraordinary tales. And without any corroborating evidence, except for this nebulous footage, that is not a difficult task. As such, many government officials may not seem concerned because they genuinely believe there is nothing to be concerned about.
So why is it that 2 German film students have that tape?
Personally, I'm left feeling very conflicted. On the one hand, I find the witness accounts quite compelling. On the other, I find this grainy trilogy of
I feel like
dots
the
in
witness
sky
accounts, I don't think they're lying,
underwhelming.
but I also think
Sure,
this is
the
not a
videos are
UFO, it's
fascinating,
probably just some like
but they're
government
also far too
secret
ambiguous to
military
provide any decisive
technology.
answers. I highly recommend that you seek out and listen to some of the witness accounts so that you can judge for yourself.
Yeah.
This is
Drop
very
my
much
nut.
a developing situation. By the time you watch this video, chances are more information will have been released. According to Elizondo, the Nimitz and Roosevelt encounters are just the tip of the iceberg. Sightings by military
Just the tip?
personnel are said to be commonplace, it's just that we rarely hear about them. I can only hope that more evidence is released in the near future, and that
Isn't
at
there
least
a,
one video depicts something
the ocean
inexplicable.
conflict at the moment? Maybe these
Something that
guys
is
seeing something.
unidentified because it defies explanation, not because it's too distant, too small, or otherwise too obscure. No, but something truly extraordinary. That's what I want to see.
Extraordinary. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with me partway through the video, because I'm actually super interested, but I don't know why I went off on this super drowsy spell. I'm okay now. Also, I'm not using a green screen. I'm using VCam. It's an AI software that crops out the background for you with it, so you don't need a green screen. I'm just testing it without a green screen because I usually use it in tandem with a green screen for better accuracy. So as you can see, like I'm fringing a bit, but it's doing a really good job so far, for the most part. Yeah, LEMMiNO has fantastic content if you guys enjoy like documentary style videos. He does a lot of research and does I don't know, his editing style is just insane. Lots of production. He used to do top 10 videos as top 10 memes, if you guys remember that account. Give him a like and a sub. I'll give him a like. I think I'll save these videos for next time. We've gone long enough. I'm going to end the stream here and then start up a stream immediately after, and we're going to play some Bloodborne, just because YouTube was taking down parts of my stream earlier, and I don't want the entire 5 hours, if I stream for 5 hours, to be claimed because of those weird policy breaches that I apparently did, even though Twitch and Dlive are completely fine. So I'm going to end the stream in a couple of minutes and then take a quick break, 5 minutes tops, and we'll be back with Bloodborne. Pure Bloodborne. Yeah, so be back in a bit. What was that? Something just popped up. It's nothing. Okay, be back in a bit. I'm gonna end it and then start it, and it'll be on the stream starting, because I need to AFK real quick. Okay.